Hey guys, it's Manny from Trouble Forge. So we did the pantry challenge for 2 months. We really didn't go to the store for about 2.5 months. I'm pretty excited. We just walked out of Sam's Club and we only spent like $5.50. So like probably 75 or 80 of that was just for our anniversary dinner. So our anniversary is today, Leap Day, February 29th. We only get to celebrate it every 4 years. So we got some special things like shrimp and things like that. Hold on one second. And then Bud got a gaming chair. He's been asking for one. Doesn't really count towards our, our purchases. And we got a couple non-food things. I got some free and clear laundry detergent, some trash bags and things like that. So I will show you all this stuff when we get home, but I'm pretty excited. I was a little nervous. I don't really keep track as I'm like throwing things in the cart. But I don't feel like $5.50 is too bad for not shopping for like 70 plus days. All right, so we're home. I'm super tired. I've not had like a full day like this in like a month and a half or so. And so if you're new here, I'm 10 weeks pregnant tomorrow and definitely having all the first trimester like nausea and tiredness on the whole thing. So this is our haul from Sam's Club. What did you do on your anniversary? Oh, it's also I mentioned that I think in the beginning. Yeah, so we went to Sam's Club, went to Rural King. That was a new, we've never been to Rural King. We could have literally spent a couple $1,000s there easily. We only spent $100, which I thought was very good restraint. So I'm gonna go through our Sam's Club haul, and we got our new fridge. I'll probably do a separate video about that, but we bought an all fridge, no freezer. We didn't feel like we needed a freezer because we have plenty of freezers in the extended pantry. So I'll probably do another video about like just my reflections from the pantry challenge, but something that we definitely did not put enough up of was like frozen vegetables last summer, and we definitely felt like that. We have plenty canned and freeze dried and powdered and things, but just not enough frozen. And so you'll sort of see that reflected in the way we shop today. So we spent $5.50, as I mentioned. I thought that was pretty darn good. So we got 2 bags each of the 5-pound bags of cheese. I know that there's a lot of like hubbub about it has sawdust in it and blah, blah, blah. In this season of my life, until we get a dairy cow, this just makes the most sense for us. So we got 2 bags each of the Mexican cheese, the mozzarella, the cheddar, and then they had a new kind. So this was new, or at least new since we've been there. So just to catch you up, we are Sam's Club Plus members. So basically it's like $100 a year, I think, but we can have stuff shipped to the house, not cold stuff or frozen, obviously, but we can have like normal dry goods like shipped to the house for free. So it's so worth it to pay for that. We typically only go to Sam's, I would say 2 or 3 times a year. This is actually only the second time we've gone to Sam's in a year, because typically, in the summertime, either we're growing it or we can access it locally. It's just in the winter or post pantry challenge / I'm having pregnancy cravings for things like salad. I always crave salad when I'm pregnant. So anyway, we haven't been to Sam's in a while, so this was new to us, but they had this mozzarella provolone mix. If you followed along with us during the pantry challenge, we made French onion soup last night. So last night was the last day of the pantry challenge, at least for us. It was February 28th. Because today was our anniversary, so we wanted to go do some special things. That would have been perfect for that. All right, something else in this season before we get a dairy cow. So again, if you're new here, we currently raise turkeys and chickens in season, meat turkeys, meat chickens in season. We always have egg layers. We have ducks that lay eggs, which we could also harvest for meat. We have guineas, which some of them lay eggs. We could harvest them for meat as well. I mostly just find them entertaining, and the ducks are very entertaining also. We raise goats for dairy. We're looking to add some meat goats, but obviously if times were bad, we could harvest some goats as well. And we also have meat rabbits. So that's what we have on premises right now. We're looking to add a dairy cow, hogs, and maybe a couple meat goats. Maybe this year, we'll see how it goes. But in this season of no dairy cow, we bought a case of butter. Typically, I think the last time I bought butter was probably sometime last summer. I'm thinking like sometime in June or July. So I would say in general, we go through like a case every 6 months because we render down our own tallow, render down our own lard. We make a ton of bacon grease because we buy, whole hogs and save all that bacon grease and whatever. So the butter is really reserved for like putting on your toast, or if we're baking something that really is better with butter than lard or tallow or something. So Got a case of butter. It's a pretty darn good price there. And, you know, at least at minimum, even though it's not from the raw milk that we typically get from our farmer friends, at least it only has pasteurized cream and salt. We typically buy raw milk. As I mentioned, we don't typically get pasteurized, but for butter in this season, this works. So something I mentioned that we were severely missing was vegetables. So we got 5 bags of broccoli. So there's typically 4 adults if you count Bud as an adult. So Bud's 14. We have me, Zad, and Matt. So 3 adults, a teenage boy, 2 toddlers, and 1 on the way. So we could easily plow a bag of this broccoli probably at a meal. So I got 5 of those. They're really a decent price. We don't often buy a lot of this kind of stuff at the store. I mean, this is really just because we're coming off the pantry challenge and we just didn't really store enough frozen vegetables. You know, I don't have my greens shelves set up yet, so we're not growing like microgreens or salad indoors. My greenhouse isn't set up yet. So these things are just to get us through. Anyway, so we got that. We got these big packs of stir-fry mix. I love these. These are so good. Like, I'd love to put this together myself and have these in the freezer. That's a goal. Water chestnuts. Oh my gosh, I love water chestnuts. All right, we also got a giganto bag of spinach. So this is 2.5 pounds of spinach. So we'll eat a good bit of this fresh as salad. And then if we start to get to the point where it gets wilty, then we'll just do wilted spinach in a skillet and that'll be delicious in stir fry or something like that. All right, something special that we always get when we go to Sam's is we always get gorgonzola and we always get feta. We love stinky cheese. It's the best. Bud does not like stinky cheese. Everybody else likes stinky cheese. So we got that. We got some garlic salt. Garlic is interesting. So typically I grow my own garlic. So you plant garlic in October, you harvest it in July, at least where we are, we're in Pennsylvania. We grow hardneck garlic, so we get the scapes and all that yummy stuff. Well, because we moved in February and I was bringing my garden with me, I had to tear all that up. And unfortunately, I did not get garlic last year. So my dad was nice enough to share some with me, but I did not have enough to freeze dry and make my own garlic powder and garlic salt and all these other kinds of things. This one doesn't say sourced from China. I'm going to pray that it's not. The other ones that were there did say made in China. So we're just going to ask Jesus that that's not made in China. All right, we got 3 bunches of bananas because, dude, I was craving bananas so hard during the pantry challenge. We have 1 million bags of freeze-dried bananas and frozen bananas, which is just not the same as like a good banana or like a banana peanut butter sandwich on like homemade toast. It's just not the same. All right, I'll show you that in a minute because that's something special. Okay, we got trash bags, which typically I would have those shipped to us, but we were way, way low. I typically have like a box or 2 of those in reserve, but I did a lot of purging in January and February. We got rid of a ton of stuff. We took 2 gigantic loads to the thrift store and I went through a lot of trash bags. So I needed to stock up on those. I wasn't sure how I was doing on laundry detergent. Quick note on laundry detergent. I used to make that all the time. I made powder, then I made liquid, and I have those in reserve. But in this season of my life, throwing in one little free and clear tab, it doesn't smell like anything because I can't handle that. I can't handle like laundry smell. We don't use fabric softener or dryer sheets or any of that mess. But these work really well for me in this season of life with kids and whatever. So grabbed one of those because I was pretty sure that I was really, really low. I've been craving dried mangoes. So someone told me that dried, what did I get? Papaya. Papaya is supposed to help with nausea. Maybe that's true, but I do not like dried papaya. Thankfully, Zad does and he can have it. But I love dried mango and I love dried apricots, but I didn't see those there today. So anyway, grabbed a pack of those while we were there. All right, another thing that we love, again, Bud doesn't, but everyone else does, Brussels sprouts. Brussels sprouts done on a pan in the oven with bacon and onions, you just cannot beat. It's the best. Yum. I'm super excited about that. I had a friend tell me about this Good Pop juice bubbly water. So if you've been following along, you know that we have a soda stream. We don't use the like nasty things from the grocery store that you can buy to put in it. We just can our own juice from fresh fruit. Or sometimes we'll get some Blessings of Hope, like if we can find some clean juice. And then we'll just make carbonated water and kind of make our own. These look really interesting. They don't have anything gross in them. No like weird aspartame or grossness like that. So I grabbed one of those. I've been really having trouble like quenching my thirst during this pregnancy. Like typically I drink like a gallon of water a day without problem. but gulping down water when you're nauseous is gross. I like the carbonated water, but it doesn't always hit the spot. So we'll see if we like these. It was like $11, which typically I would not buy something like that. And there's a fruit punch, which I probably won't, I don't know. Fruit punch is not my favorite, but the orange I'll probably like. So anyway, I'm sure the kids will drink those if I decide I don't like them, or Zad, he'll like them too. All right, we got 3 big packs of string cheese. Again, once we have a dairy cow, cheese is something that we'll make ourselves. Well, maybe not string cheese. Is that even possible? But love having these on hand to take in the car. As you know, if you've been here, we twice a month make a 4-hour round trip back to where we used to live because we have to share Bud with his dad. So I love having like some protein, yummy, healthy snacks to have with us in the truck. All right. Grapes. I know grapes are on the dirty dozen list. We rarely buy grapes. I would say like, honestly, when we go to Sam's Club, that's about the only time I buy grapes. I love those big table grapes. They're so good. And again, I'm craving like moisture. So I'm like, okay, these will be, I could just sit and eat some grapes. Yum. So we got some of those. We'll wash those, put those in a mason jar. That'll be delicious. I was completely out of sponges. So we got a pack of those. I was running kind of low on parchment because I've been baking like crazy this winter. We got 2 blocks of the 2 pounds of Colby and Monterey. So these are cheaper typically than buying like the cheese sticks or the cubes or whatever. The cubes were actually a pretty reasonable price. So I was kind of surprised, but I skipped those today. Anyway, got 2 blocks of that. I've also been craving coleslaw. So I canned pickled cabbage, and it's good. You really need to like wring it out, or it gets kind of like, it's too wet for coleslaw, but this just looked, the bag's like super vacuum sealed. Anyway, this looked delicious. I'm excited to make some fresh coleslaw with some fresh mayo. Okay, paper plates. Paper plates is something we never ever use. We always use our regular plates, but I was reading this like, I really hate the word prepper. But I was just reading through some like preparedness type things, and they're just talking about paper plates and like how you wouldn't want to waste your water on that. We don't really have that problem because our water comes down with the mountain. The house is spring fed. We don't have a well. We don't have a well pump. So in theory, if the power goes out, we should still have water because everything is gravity fed. Nonetheless, if someone is sick in postpartum time, you know, if Zad and I both went down at the same time, whatever, I just love to have just a pack of paper plates on hand just in case, so that if someone's like here taking care of us, if my parents or Zad's parents or something come help once the baby's born or whatever, all they have to worry about is like washing some silverware. So grabbed a pack of those. These are really good tortilla chips, super clean with the exception of the sunflower oil. And I talked about this in my last Sam's Club haul video. It is virtually impossible to avoid seed oils when you're getting chips. We don't go through that many chips. I only got these 4 bags. Frankly, the last time I bought chips was probably when we went to Blessings of Hope, like sometime in the fall. I would say we might go through a bag of chips a month, if that. So I got those. I got these. These are also, you know, seed oil, which is impossible to avoid. Potatoes and salt. So as a chip goes, pretty clean. You know, the ingredient list is not that long, so it sits okay enough with my soul. We got a bag of romaine here because again I am craving salad like crazy and I don't have my shelf set up to grow my own greens yet. So again, if you're new here, we've only lived here since last June, so we've been here less than a year. We've owned it for a year, a little over a year, but we have only lived here since June. So I didn't, you know, the timing just didn't work to set the garden up. We didn't get my green shelves up yet because a lot of the decluttering and purging and things that I did this winter made space for that stuff because we still had a lot of stuff in boxes from moving. So I also got a big bag of carrots. Carrots, onions are not something that we stored enough of. Actually, carrots I didn't store any of because it's really hard to find carrots in bulk from like local farmers. I have struggled to find those in the past. We didn't store enough onions. So I got some carrots. We got a bag of avocados and 2 bags of clementines. There is a farm pretty close to where we get milk that has a sign out about citrus. Obviously it's shipped, like I'm not dumb, but they get bulk citrus in. So when we go get milk next time, we want to go investigate that. So I just got 2 bags of those. The kids love them. They eat like 5 a day, I feel like. All right, so the last thing is my special little corner of stuff. So I mentioned that it is our anniversary. And we only get to celebrate it every 4 years. So we got a couple special things that we would typically not get. So mango salsa, this is like a childhood thing for Zad. And this is actually fairly clean as, you know, store-bought salsa goes. So we have pineapple sauce on the shelf. We do not have mango. So we got that to have with dinner. Pimento cheese is another childhood thing for Zad. Not very clean, but that's okay. It's not as bad as you would think. I mean, there's not like red dye in it or anything, so we'll go with it. So this is delicious. This is a special treat that I would say maybe we get once a year. It's so good, and it'll be delicious with celery. We got some shrimp, which is not something that we get. I wish shrimp was like easier to source or something. It's so delicious. We love it, but it's expensive, and like, you know, we don't really truly know where it came from. So anyway, that's just a special treat that we got for our anniversary. We got some of these. Again, we would never buy things like this, except that, you know, we were just having a special meal tonight. And then last thing we got, Zad was gonna have a friend make a cheesecake for me because I love cheesecake, and he totally forgot. So we grabbed one of these, which this is actually, I mean, not a shabby deal. You get like 63 pieces in here. So besides all the crap that's in them, they will be delicious and they'll be super yummy with our anniversary dinner. So I hope you enjoyed this Sam's Club haul video. Again, we only spent $5.50, which I feel like after over 2 months was really not that bad. And I really probably don't plan on doing another grocery shopping trip short of getting milk every 2 weeks and then checking out the citrus situation. We might try to restock apples at the orchard if they still have some that are good. But other than that, we probably won't be getting much more. This will last us quite a while, and we'll have the garden up here soon and my green shelf so we can start growing a lot of this stuff ourselves. So if you have any questions about anything I got today, let me know. See you guys next time.